Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of MintzCraft. Hopefully you just saw a time lapse of me building the start of our, I guess, secondary starter base or something, whatever this is. But a small little house, nothing crazy. Between episodes I actually did a lot. Sorry for the lateness in getting this episode out. I just had a little bit of real life stuff to deal with. I used the iron to get me a full set of iron armor. I did a bunch of trading, and what I did was I put all these villagers like this in an anvil and renamed them to help me know what trade is each, so it's easier than trying to cycle through every single one to find the trade I need. Also, I created a sheep pen because you never know when you're going to need some wool. Now, in this episode, hopefully, I've been saying this for like the past 3 episodes, but hopefully we'll be able to make ourselves tools and possibly diamond armor. If not, we'll just stick with iron because if you look at the armor points, it's a decent amount. So what I've decided to do is for tools, we're going to use the smeltery. Alright, so all the things in this book and this book, and I don't think we're going to end up using the mighty smelting because it's got a different smelter. I don't know really how it works so much, but we're not up to building this yet. Maybe in the future we'll upgrade our tools to be able to have all the cool materials and things that this smelter offers us. So in the books there's a page for materials. We're not going to use any materials from this book, unless possibly either leather or vine, or actually maybe string, because tool can be repaired using string will be very nice, because we have infinite amount of wool, and if you crush wool in here, you get a bunch of string. So, let's grab the wool, chuck it in here, and jump a bit. There we go. See, we got 3 string, which is a good amount because we have infinite wool. So we are now able to, that would be nice to repair it, but I don't actually know if I want to, because the thing that I know we could get is Nahaltal, however, Nahalt, I don't know, whatever the heck this thing is. It looks really cool. I want to use it for the roof of our mini hut over there, just because I feel like it would look very nice. So it's crafted by putting wood with obsidian on it. What I would have to do is go to the tool part and pick our thing, whatever. We'll get into that a little later. But what the ability that this has, each material has an ability like this, but this one has it causes the target to bleed, dealing additional damage. But the real reason why we want it is because its mining level is diamond, whereas whereas everything except for the anthurium and possibly solium, no, everything in this book, every single one of these materials only has stone mining level. So I want to use the I cannot pronounce this. I'm just gonna call this obsidian just because it says it's not an obsidian part. If it was, it would say obsidian. So let's just call this the obsidian wood. So I'm gonna use it because it's cheap to make and it'll allow me to have diamond mining level. It would probably be nice for a pick. Then the next material that we'll probably use is gonna be copper because tools mine faster the deeper you mine. I don't know whether I'll use it as the extra piece or the handle, because it's between for the handle or the extra piece, it's either going to be copper or slime wood, because slime wood has overgrowth and over slime. It slowly grows over slime is what overgrowth is, and then slimy is tool consumes over slime instead of durability until it runs out, not friendly toward tools lacking slime. What this material does is, I think what it does is it generates automatically this over slime. But if you see the over slime stat, it says 0 out of 50. So I think it's like a second durability bar possibly. and that would be very handy to have. And if this, especially if this second durability constantly refills itself, here's copper. Then tool mines faster. The deeper you mine, just don't mine too deep. I think that's a joke at the end, but the tool mines faster would be very nice. Because if you're going mining at Y level 12 for diamonds and just strip mining, you'll just move a lot faster. That would be very, very nice. And then the next reason why we want to use the Tinker's tools is because of the cool upgrades. I think something that might be good would be blasting, which it mines blocks weaker to explosive faster, such as ores. So it would be just in general good for mining. But we can get back to this a little later. Let's just get started. Materials that we're going to use is going to be copper, if I actually have any, which I think we actually do. If not, oh, this is aluminum ore, not copper. If not, we could probably just go mining and find some, because it seems like a really cool thing to get. So let's compare stats for a second between slime wood and copper. I think copper would be better. Yeah, I think I want this to be the handle because the mining speed of 1.2 is better than the mining speed of the slime wood. But the drawback is that the durability is a lot lower. But it should be fine because the slime wood should produce the overgrowth and whatever. So it shouldn't be such a big issue. And worst comes to worst, we'll just have to recreate a tool or just change certain materials later on. Let's just start with creating the slime wood extra part. So in order to do that, we need a bunch of tables and things. Let me sleep. It looks like it's night. Sleep. Made in part builder. Okay. Inventory. Part builder. Part builder. Okay, so we will be making a jungle part builder probably, because that's the only regular, unless, no, we're making a mineral one. So the way it is built is with two patterns and your plank of choice. Part builder, just chuck this down over here. Pattern. What I would do is I would select one of these parts. So this is the pickaxe head, this would be a tool handle, and this would be a tool binding. And then I can put one of the materials that are accepted. Like, I don't think emerald is accepted, but stone might be accepted to make a stone one. This would not work. Paper possibly? No. I don't know, just a bunch of cool things that can be used to craft a part. For us, let's start with the slime wood. Do we have any of the slime wood from the slime islands? If not, then I will just go and get some. Okay, we do not. Just before I go to get slime, in case you are wondering why these chests are white, they're actually iron chests. And the way you do that is you take 8 iron, and there's actually two ways to do this. Either you can straight off the bat craft the chest in the center over here, like a regular chest with iron surrounding it, or you just take iron and you put a piece of wood, and now you get yourself an upgrade. It changes a wooden chest into an iron chest, and now it doubles the thing, and you can go all the way up to netherite or obsidian or something like that. So it's just very nice to be able to have a little bit extra storage, which I should really do for every single one of these, but in due time, in due time. Now to get to the slime island and get some sky root. I made it to the slime island, the one that we used last time to get a bunch of slime to help us make books. And it doesn't appear that there is any like trees or anything. It's kind of hard to see without actually being on it and being chased by slimes. But it appears that there isn't any... Uh-oh. Run. It appears that there isn't any... I'm gonna die. I've died. Well, time to chuck this in a chest and make a new boat. Also make an iron sword. That's the stupidest death ever. Time to go ahead and avenge my death. Back at the slime island, there's our boat. Let's see if we can actually make it this time. And of course there's already a slime there. So this time, I should be able to defend myself. I guess the grave automatically spawns on a dirt block? Interesting. Baby slimes are fine because they don't really hurt. Yeah. Alright, now let's break that. Perfect. Keep my sword handy. Let's snag this dirt block also because it probably doesn't belong here. Perfect. In the boat. Let's break this boat. Get in this boat. And get out of here. So here's the next slime island, but it's very high off the ground. This slime island, if this is a slime island, looks like it has exactly what we need. The reason why I'm able to go up and down single blocks so fast without jumping is because I have step height over here, and I have block reach, which is actually really, really nice. I did not bring an axe, of course not. I am smart. So anyway, block reach is very nice usually. So yes, we got a sapling. 2 saplings. That should be good. Let's just finish chopping this tree down and get out of here. Go to sleep and be set. Now my only issue is trying to get to sleep before mobs spawn. And if mobs have already spawned, hope that they're not creepers and don't blow up everything. Bed, 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 bed. Sleep, and then run. Run. I'm getting ready to run because I don't know what's here. Nothing's here. There's a skeleton and a zombie and a spider. Fun. Okay. There we go. That should be. Why is this here? I don't want it there. But okay, I have so many random strawberry bushes just because whenever I right click to eat and I'm looking at grass, it places it. I think it's pretty funny. Now, where was I? Yes, we got slime root with green heart log. Oops, I've been saying that wrong a bunch. We also got the sapling, which can be nice. So I believe if I take this and put it in here, or is it this? If I select the tool binding, which is the extra part, overgrowth 1, and over slime. Okay, then this is the part builder. Is there like a tool builder? If we can make a wood one, we shall. Shearing station, shearing sheep like mobs on contact. Cool. But not the second. We have, if they have, yes. Tinker station. Let's chuck this right next to here. Oh, cool. I could see my entire armor and everything. That's nice. If I select the thing, Bob. So I'm selecting pickaxe on this side, and I could put this over here. Now, to start on the head, it says, can be casted from molten obsidian on wood parts. Okay, so in order to get molten obsidian, normally what you can do, there are a bunch of ways, but either you put obsidian in that melter, and I think it'll work in this melter, or you put obsidian, or you put lava and water in the super melter. That's why it's a tier 3 material. In this super melter right here. But since we're able to actually craft obsidian, remember last episode when I was able to craft lava? Part of that mod apparently is crafting obsidian, which is just, I guess, useful. So let's create another bucket. Put some lava in this bucket. And then just craft them together. And there we go. Obsidian. Now, I believe I can just chuck obsidian in here and it'll really slowly. It's actually decently fast. Not too bad. Oh, I'm going to need more lava in here in just a second. So let's just grab some lava to chuck in here. 1, 2. Perfect. Now, I believe if I craft... Did I already craft one? I don't know. Whatever. I guess we'll just have 2. So I believe if I place this here and right click, what will happen is this will turn into the head that we want. We might need a bit more obsidian though. Obsidian. Put obsidian in. And let's watch as our tool handle will be created. Once it finishes melting this obsidian. Let's wait. There we go. And here we go. It appears to be changing. Yes. I take it. Yes, this is so nice. Now put this in here. Let's go back here. So I'm going to assume that this is the handle, but as you can tell, it keeps all the materials in like, well, except for when it doesn't have enough room, but in like a weird order. I wonder if I could craft anything from here. That'd be cool. But anyway, time to melt this copper down. I think I can just smelt this down in a regular smelter to get an ingot. Let's see, slightly more fuel efficient, hopefully. There we go. Copper ingot. I really hope one copper is enough to make a tough handle, small handle. Wait, there's a difference? Oh, tool handle, perfect. Copper tool handle, Dwarven 1. Now, if I place this here. Oh, cool. So I was right. You could craft it from here. This just helps you lay it out. We've got Dwarven, Lacerating, Overgrowth, and Piercing. And it's cool because if I hold control, you can see all the stats of everything. If I hold shift, I think, then you can just see like stats as a regular weapon. But now we've got diamond mining level. Whereas before, I don't know what we had. But, oh wow, that's so cool. Look at the durability. It's like, it looks like there's no durability. That's very interesting. I wonder how fast this mines compared to iron. If it was even worth upgrading, or if it is even an upgrade. Like, this is freaking awesome. We finally crafted our first non-vanilla tool. Like, just think about that. It's a huge step. Time to sleep. And it looks like the blue bar is filling up decently fast. Or it just has very little over slime. But now, I believe over here, this is you can where you can modify it. So the tool goes here, and then the modifiers go here. But we're not up to modifying yet, because once it's modified, it's just really cool. Let's see what modifiers we're able to add even. But the ones that I'm slightly more familiar with are just from these books, and because it mines faster and slower in different Y levels. Let's actually just test that breaking speed versus this breaking speed. Okay, they're similar. Okay, I think they have very similar mining speeds, just like at the regular level that I'm at, which is fine for me. Especially once I give it haste, which I don't know if I've shown you, but haste, upgrade haste. Right here, perfect. Redstone gives haste. Increases mining and attack speed. Each level increase speed a bit more, requires one upgrade slot per level. So, actually, I wonder how much redstone I do have. If I have any that I can put on it. Nope. Alright. We're going to have to go mining soon for a bunch of resources. But actually, I've got villagers now. This chest over here is a bunch of villagers. So let's see if this person, I can get some redstone. With my tiny bit of emeralds, I'm just going to buy all the redstone I can, because I like redstone. I need a name for this pickaxe. Would love to hear what you guys have to say. Any suggestions for the name? But I wonder, can I add slime to it or something? Because I feel like I would be able to with the actual slime wood. No? Okay. Anyway, let's add redstone. See? So now we have haste. And I think you could also add it in blocks. Okay, so it adds it by 9. But if you look over here, what you can see is upgrades 3, abilities 1. and it shows all of the regular pickaxe stats with 10% depth mining, 1% +1 pierce damage. From what? I actually don't know. But anyway, we have it, so that's what it is. And then if you look over here, it shows the modifiers. So from whatever stuff we put on here, we have Overslime, Dwarven. I don't know what the piercing is from, and it's gonna confuse me, but if I have it, may as well, I guess, have it. I don't know. But so if we add redstone, you'll see that we gain haste, and it's out of 45 because each level requires one modifier. So if you look at our upgrades, if you look at the upgrades, when I place the redstone in, it goes down to 2, so I have 2 upgrades left, and I now have haste. So if you look at the mining speed and attack speed, it goes up a lot. So I think I'm just gonna put it on here, and I'm gonna also put a little bit more. I want to get as close to the max that I can, but now let's see how fast it mines compared now. Yeah, it feels slightly faster. It's hard to tell, but it does feel ever so slightly faster, which is nice. So hopefully we can give this silk touch somehow. I wonder if I'm able to enchant it with a book. I doubt it, but it would be very cool if I can. Nope, you can't. So I am going to put my iron pickaxe to give me fortune, because I can constantly repair it with infinite iron, and I just broke the anvil. But it's just good for when mining. I can use this to go and get through the mines faster, this to collect the ores, because this doesn't have fortune. For the sword, another mod we have in here is called Tetra. So let's go granite hammer. We have ourselves a granite hammer. Granite hammer, flimsy handle. Perfect. In case you didn't notice, when I'm fighting things, a lot of times you'll see this. I mean, we haven't really fought too much, but this is the Epic Fight mod, which allows to have really cool sword animation, and it changes the whole fighting mechanics of the entire game, is when I press R. But this book over here is part of that mod, which it's just a skill book. We can't use it because we have to actually we have to find skill books. I don't remember how we get them, but we have to learn different skill books for different things. Not all of that mod is fully unlocked, but with the Tinker's tools, it doesn't really register them as part of the mod. How do I explain this? It doesn't register the Tinker's tools to give the cool animations and the fighting style. It just registers them as fists, but then when you hit the mob, it'll deal the damage, and it just looks weird and isn't as fun to use. So what I am going to do is we're going to use regular vanilla sword, but with a Tinker mod. So the way the Tinker mod works is I take a hammer and right click a bench, a crafting table, and then it just turns into a bench. Now I can let's go iron. So if I put this iron sword in here, you see all the different stats in Iron Guard, and you can change different materials and things. It's very cool. Like, this is a very flimsy handle. First of all, you can enchant the tools. I don't really know this mod so well, so I'm gonna learn this. Part of this whole series is me learning a bunch of mods. It's gonna be a fun experience. What the heck is this? Oh, what's the... So I guess all of this stuff is unknown, but anyway, craft is known. Let's go back into the table. And then, so I think what I'm going to do is actually just make it iron. So integrity is at 6. But I believe integrity is like how much you can change it. So I'm just going to craft. So now we have a simple hilt that's iron. Makeshift iron guard. Craft. Okay, what does this do? Integrity. It gives it a lot more integrity, and it's a tiny bit of speed. I think it's worth it, but this action requires a tier 1 cutting implement. Most swords can be used for it. Okay, so what the heck is a cutting implement? I'm gonna create another crafting table. Can I just make a knife? Knifey. No. Dagger, probably? Dagger. because this probably uses the least amount. 1 stick and 1 iron. Perfect. Iron dagger. How about now? Extra cards determined. Most swords can be. You have tier 0 available. What is this then? Is this not? Is this not allowed? And if this doesn't let. Okay, so I could. There we go. Of the few options, this seems like the better one. This is probably gonna be a garbage sword, but it doesn't really matter because we can always make another one. Cartix serrated. Now I can do that. And then let's do this. Hammerhead. Uh-oh, run. Just run. I accidentally pressed F1. I'm gonna run. Oh, it's nighttime. Alright. Grab this. Grab something. Do I have my sword? Yes, my new fancy sword. Oh, it turns out that it's not even good and I'm gonna die. Let's just use the regular old sword. Eat a little bit. So it turns out though, or at least it appears, that it doesn't register. If I just have to use regular, then I'll use regular. I thought these mods worked together. That's it. That's a little frustrating. The dagger seems cool though. So for some reason it works with a dagger, but not with a sword. It's just strange. I'm gonna figure stuff out. So this actually isn't part of the Tetra mod. What mod is this from then? Interesting. Unless this dagger is from Epic Fight mod. Let's see what Epic Fight mod. Okay, so they got some pretty cool swords. It turns out that you need to have one of these tinker anvils in order to create fancy tools. Like, for instance, the excavator. And another thing which I see is that for some reason there isn't any shovels, which I spelled it wrong. See, there isn't any tinker shovels at least. So I don't really know what to do. Possibly we'll just go for an inferium shovel, which is later down the line. Anyway, we got our axe created, and it chops pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. I still need to trade in order to get to diamond armor from, where is this thing? I think it would be the armorer that gives you armor. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, barely traded. I don't have such a sufficient way to get emeralds. I think either between episodes or at some point I want to build some sort of emerald farm or raid farm if I could also find an outpost somewhere. So that way I can trade and get diamond armor from those villagers. Hopefully they will have all the diamond armor possible. If not, I'll have to trade more. The reason why I did not finish our little small house over there is two reasons. One, I need to create the roof is going to be created out of the same thing our pickaxe head is, which is this obsidian wood thing. I cannot pronounce it. If you in the comments, if you figured out how to pronounce it, please let me know with like phonetic spelling, if that's a thing. I don't know. And I can make it. It just takes a little bit of time. And the other thing is for the sides, the side with the door is going to be made out of, I think it was 3 things, possibly 4, but one of them, I don't think I have 2 of them. One of them is mushroom stems, white mushroom stems. The other one is actually diorite and polished diorite. That we can get easily. That's not what I'm talking about. It is construction block powder, which requires lapis, and I don't really have lapis or a good way to get lapis, so except for mining. So that will probably take a bunch of time for me to get. And then once this is built up, which hopefully I can get all the things built up soon, then we will be able to move into an actual base thing area. I think something very cool to do over here, create a cool village and have caves and stuff, and possibly have different houses for different things. Like have different mods correspond to different houses. So we'll have a house that is mainly focused on Botania, and a different house that's mainly focused on mystical agriculture, and a different house that's mainly focused on whatever this cool mineral stuff is. And then we'll have just a few houses where we live. So this can be a house that we live in. And I think it will be very cool. Also, on this side over here, there's, I think it's called fire brick or something. Lava wood slabs. So I want to put that in here, slabs in here, so that way it gives it a little bit extra color to pop. Leave a comment down below for constructive criticism. So if you see something that you think can be done better, or something that you would like done a better way, let me know. I will take that into consideration. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing, wonderful rest of your day. If you liked the video, leave a like. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. See ya!